Hi, it's only been a week, but I have a health update that I want to share. I had a CT scan last week, and my cancer is holding steady, so that is great news. Um, I'm supposed to continue my Lonsurf and my Bevacizumab that I've been doing. Unfortunately, though, this morning I had my blood work done, and my white blood cell count is too low to continue that tomorrow. I'm going to have to wait a week. That has happened to me before, and it's something that often happens, especially at this stage in the game. This is my third kind of chemo. I've had a lot of chemo over the last year and a half, and basically my bone marrow is tired. What they're probably going to end up doing is lowering my dosage of I think the Lonsurf would be what was lowered. So that would be better than this kind of delay, apparently. Another thing that they talked about on Friday was that, this is holding steady right now, but it's not going to work forever. And the next option, there is another option, but it's hard to access. So it's not a sure thing. Now, there was a nurse in Truro who told me that they had a patient who's been on Lonsurf and Bevacizumab for years. That's promising, so fingers crossed. But I don't know how common that is. Now, the doctor says that I do seem to be handling the side effects well. I'd agree with him. I have fatigue, and my appetite is decreasing a little bit. But some of my symptoms have been getting a little bit better, so that's good. My hair is thinning quite a bit, though. It's probably noticeable. The texture is also changing. Its texture is just really changing, and I've lost quite a lot of hair. It's much slower than it would than people lose it for, say, breast cancer treatments. But slow and steady still wins the race. And over looking at pictures of me or videos of me from 3 months ago to now, it's quite a difference. So I'm probably going to have to do something about that soon. I'm not. This is bothering me. I see it in the mirror every day. I can show you the receding hairline there, and just the thinness. This is not what I'm used to, and it's sort of messing with a bit of my self-image. Now this happened. I've had friends this has happened to. My mother lost her hair. My mother's hair came back. My hair is not likely to come back because we're hoping I'm going to be on this treatment for a while, and if I'm not, then we don't know how long I will have after this, right? So it's, this could be a permanent change if I, cut my hair off or shave it off. So it's going to be what it's going to be. I am struggling with it a little bit. This afternoon, when I learned that my chemo was going to have to be delayed, I made phone calls to reschedule the new blood work and to reschedule a bone density appointment I was supposed to have next week, and then a palliative care appointment I was supposed to have for the next time I have chemo. So kind of these little ripple effects. And then when I had all that sorted out, it sort of dawned on me that I wasn't going to have this ride to Truro with my dad that I was expecting to have. This would have been our last trip together of the summer. And I cried a little. One of my kids saw me crying, and I explained that I was sad about about that, about Grampy, just having that time with Grampy. And they told my other kid, who suggested that maybe I should just go somewhere with Grampy anyway. um, so it was kind of neat that they could, relate to that. And I think I'm apparently supposed to be showing them a little bit of my sadness and how I deal with my sadness. So great. Um, so then, a little later, I was reading with the children, and I had this old quilt that my great grandmother made. It's been in the cottage forever, and I had that under the willow tree, and we were all seated there reading the story. And then, as I was reading it, the what ifs start rolling through my head, like, you know, will my cancer grow this week? Well, it's not having chemo. Will I end up stopping this medication? Is it going to stop working if I on a lower dose or whatever, etc. And and then I thought, no, I'm here right now. I'm reading Charlotte's Web to my kids on a sunny summer day, on my favorite quilt under one of my favorite trees. This moment is what's important. And then we continued to have a lovely time under that tree. And then we went to the beach, and then I had a nice visit with an old friend, and I had a great day. And I mean, that's all I can do. I'm going to be sad, and I'm going to be scared, and I need to have a little bit of grace with myself for those moments. And then, rather than get stuck there, I need to return to the present and enjoy right now with intention. And we can't live that way all the time, right? We can't always be enjoying right now with intention and living each day to its fullest all the time. But we can notice when we're not and take a breath and try again. So that's where I am. We have a few days left of summer. I'm going to enjoy them. I hope you guys do too. I'll talk to you soon.